Yo, what's going on, guys? So this is gonna be like the Happy versus me debate. So if you follow me on TikTok, you will know what I'm talking about. But anyway, at first I thought we were going to debate the Waikage, but then he conceded to that point like very quickly, so we moved on to debate Naruto being faster than light. One thing I want to say is that those scaling of these characters are just for the debate. Don't take it literally. All these characters can be scaled way higher than this. I was just trying to prove a point that even with the maximum low balls, Naruto can be faster than light by the end of Shippuden. So basically what I'm trying to say is that these scalings are just for the debate. Don't take it like as an actual scaling of the characters. And also, I was planning to post like a conclusion or summary of the debate, which is this is the video. It's only like 20 minutes, only like the strong arguments of the debate, because we were going around like in circles, like back and forth for like hours. And I was going to post this, and I was going to post like a full 3 hour debate non-edited. However, Happy already posted like the full 3 hour debates non-edited, without showing scans, without doing anything. So you should go watch that video as well. Not just watch this, because this is just the summary. And if you want like to make an actual judge of if you want to actually judge our debates and say who won, you need to watch both parts. So this is that's why I was late, because I was trying like to show the scans in the screen and basically show the scans in the screen like to help you understand what are we talking about. But Happy have the full 3 hours debate in his channel. I'm gonna link his channel in the description. You should go watch the full 3 hours debate as well. And yeah, that's what's happening basically. And here it's just like the summary of the debate and the conclusion of the debate. Also the subtitles, I try to add my subtitles, but the program that I was using kind of fucking annoying, so I didn't use it. But I'm gonna put the subtitles in the comments to help you understand what I was saying. And yeah, we didn't agree by the end on Naruto being faster than light, but after you watch this video and you go watch Happy's video, you should make a decision yourself if Naruto is faster than light or not. And yeah, have fun watching the debates and let me know what you think in the comments.
Okay, so we agree on him being sub-relativistic while using lightning chakra mode, and same thing for KCM1, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you want to debate again? Like Naruto being faster than light? Like as a Hokage or anything?
Because if Naruto is faster than light in Shippuden, then it's possible to get him higher there. But in Shippuden alone, he's about relativistic at most.
In all of Shippuden?
Yes.
Okay, so if we take him on KCM1 being sub-relativistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll need to input some number on it. 1 second, let me get some calculator. KCM1 at sub-relativistic. And he should be faster than the Waikage. But he should be still in the sub-relativistic, but faster than the Waikage, right?
He only has to be equal or faster, just faster than to be
so
able to out.
We'll say around 10%, because that's around 10% speed of light. Do you agree with 10% speed of light? Okay,
Yeah,
so let's take 2.5% so we don't have to be confusing. So now, the KCM1 to the KCM2, so there is a way to actually figure out the multiplier. So KCM1 was struggling with one Jinchuriki before he turned KCM2. When he turned KCM2, he actually slapped around 6 Biju bombs without any trouble. I think 5 or 6, I don't remember. So going by actual, going by basic scaling, KCM2 should be at the very least like 6 times or 5 times more powerful than KCM1.
What? Based on those feats, I would have calculated to be relativistic.
No, okay. So listen to the logic behind this, like behind him being 5 times more powerful. So do you remember the fight between Obito and KCM1 Naruto, when Obito had like 6 Jinchurikis controlling him?
And he kept up with Obito.
No, KCM1 Naruto was struggling with 1 Jinchuriki. But then when he turned KCM2, he was able to slap around 6 Biju bombs.
Yeah, the 6 paths.
So he should be around 5 times more powerful. And power correlates to speed in Naruto, that's how it works. So in KCM2, he should be around 5 times more powerful
Yeah,
than he was in
but
KCM1.
again, that puts him into the rel category.
Okay, so yeah, that's KCM2. That will put him around 12.5%, which is relativistic. This is KCM2 Naruto. Do we agree on that?
Wait,
Hello?
you said two? Are we taking the mid ball, right? You said 2.5%, right?
Yeah. It will put him around 12.5% in KCM2.
Yeah.
Do you agree on that, right?
So, and then how much is that? So we got,
Which is relativistic.
yeah, 12.5. So that's still real. Yep.
So do you know what is the stage mode multiplier?
Sage mode multiplier. So when he uses Sage mode, it multiplies. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Do you know how much that is?
What would you calculate that to be?
So do you know that the curse mark is just like a knockout stage mode, right?
The what?
The curse mark is just like a knockout stage mode because that's why Jugo was able to amp Sasuke with his curse mark so he can fight Jubi.
Yeah, it amps certain people.
And it absorbs nature energy. It's just like a knockoff stage mode basically.
Yeah.
And the curse mark multiplier is 10 times. Do you know that? I can look for the scan that the curse mark multiplier.
I do remember a scan, and I do remember a number, but I don't remember if it was 10.
10 times. The 10 times is normal power. Do you see that? Happy?
Yeah. I'm having a look at this now.
So, and Sage mode should be actually more than 10 times. But let's just say it's only 10 times, same as curse mark. Do you agree with that or no?
So you're saying Sage should be 10 or more?
It should be more, because curse mark is just a knockoff Sage mode, basically. Sage mode absorbs more nature energy. But if you want to go with 10 times, you can go with 10 times. Because I know lots of people that scale him at only 10 times. It's not my problem. So you're good with that or no?
See, I don't know the exact number for the Sage mode scaling, and that's why I don't necessarily think that it's the same as the curse mark.
Because how I explained to you, it's the curse mark is just a knockoff Sage mode. Because Jugo was able to amp Sasuke with his curse mark to fight Jubito, and Naruto was amping himself with Sage mode. Because the curse mark do the same thing as Sage mode, but Sage mode do it a lot better. Curse mark can absorb the nature energy and all that bullshit.
Exactly to the extent how much Sage mode buffs, and we still haven't even established exactly what Sage mode is buffing. Okay. Like, are we talking like, because you said that it buffs reaction speed? Well, based on track history, it doesn't, because like this feat even here, we don't know if that's because of his Sage mode or because of him. Whereas when Jiraiya clearly used Sage mode, that was a clear example of him not being able to react to an attack at all, and he lost his arm.
All these characters are better than Jiraiya in Sage mode. Also, there is this scan as well. Look, this is interesting. Look what Naruto said about Sage mode comparing to KCM1. He said the Sage mode frog pair has a wider danger sensing, and it's faster than KCM1. He said the Sage mode is faster than KCM1.
You know he's talking about the frogs though, right?
He's talking about the Sage mode frog.
Yeah.
He's talking about his Sage mode.
Why would he say talking about himself in pairs?
The Sage mode frog pair has a wider danger sensing.
That's not talking about Naruto.
Well, what is he talking about?
The pair of frogs.
What pair of frogs?
What are you talking about? Well, the ones that trained him in Sage mode.
But he's using Sage Mode at this time while fighting the third Raikage.
That's got nothing to do with the panel. It says the pair of frogs. They're talking about Fusaku and the Ma and Pa. They actually have sensing
Let me find the full
ability.
panel. Let me find the full, because he was fighting the third Raikage, and he said the Sage Mode is faster than KCM1. Okay, one sec. Let me find the full panel.
From what I remember, it wouldn't make sense for him to refer to himself as a pair of frogs.
He was referring to the mode, basically.
I still think it makes more sense for him to be referring to the two frogs, especially when they've been proven to have those kind of jutsus.
He was in KCM1 first, and then he turned Sage Mode. He said, I can sense danger faster and greater with Frog Fu Sage Mode. So he was talking about his Sage Mode, Frog Fu Sage Mode, because that's what he staged him. So he actually said the Sage Mode makes him faster.
I just need to get out of the way real fast. So this Sage Mode frog pair has a wider danger sensing range and it's faster. I just need to get out of the way really fast.
He was comparing it to KCM1 basically, because he was using KCM1 at first. And if you wanna go
I don't
by,
think that's what he meant by pair, but even still, let's go with this. The whole sensing thing, sensing range, and it's faster.
Calculate. So Sage Mode should increase its reaction, right?
Well, let's just say it does based on what you're thinking.
Okay.
What would you calculate it to be?
Okay, so what do you think about 10 times multiplier? Do you agree with this or no?
For what? For the 10
Sage
times
mode.
for KCM or 10 times for Sage Mode?
No, the KCM should be more than 10 times. I'm talking about like Sage Mode. Because he's using, right now he's using KCM, so KCM 2 now is 12.5%. With Sage Mode, his reaction should increase. How much do you think it should increase? I told you the 10 times multiplier, comparing it with Kurtzmark. If you don't like that, we can lower it to 5 times.
I just said, I think that with Sage Mode,
yeah,
and then when he was fighting against Jubito, he was able to keep up with Jubito, so that would put him somewhere in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so just answer. What do you think about 10 times multiplier for Sage Mode?
No.
And can you tell me why do you disagree with that?
Because based on his feats, he was only able to keep up with 6 paths Obito.
I'm talking about like a reaction. Don't you think a reaction should increase at least by 10 times? Because, like I said, he said that Sage Mode is faster than KCM1, and KCM1 alone should be at least 60 times multiplier. And you can also scale him off the curse mark if you want. So at the bare minimum, it should be 10 times. If you want a low ball, we can just say 5 times.
Well, here's a different way we can also see how fast we think Naruto is.
We're going a good way. Like we just need to agree on the Sage Mode multiplier.
Yeah.
Just agree on something. Sage Mode does increase the reaction, right?
Okay, I'll just concede that point, okay? But I don't need to have that point to prove my point. I'll concede that. Let's say Sage Mode does increase. Yeah.
But let me just finish.
Okay.
If you don't agree with 10 times, do you agree with 5 times as a low ball?
So we'll take it up to 50 something, sure.
Alright, so 12.5% times 5. It's 62.5%, so it's relativistic plus for Sage Mode plus KCM2 Naruto. Do you know that Jubito actually blitzed KCM2 Naruto while using Sage Mode?
Yes. That's what I was saying before. Sasuke was actually able to defend Naruto, and that's why I said I wanted to go over those panels with you.
Sasuke got blitzed as well. Both of them got blitzed.
Oh no, of course he did, but he did several times save Naruto.
Okay, so if Naruto reaction should be around 62 times 0.5% speed of light, how much do you think Jubito moved at that time? He should have moved faster, by the way. 2 times faster? 1.5 times faster?
No, that doesn't need to be 1.5. Like I said, in order to blitz people, you only have to be equal or faster.
1.1 faster?
Yeah, something like that.
How much?
Because let's put it this way: if I had two boxes of the exact same
let me
speed,
just
right?
finish my point. Okay, 1 second. 1.1 faster, is that the maximum low ball for Jubito, right?
So we got
1.1 fast.
You said 62, right? And then 1.1 would be something like 63, 64. Is that what you're trying to say?
68.7, 75% speed of light. That's Jubito speed. Okay, now we need to figure out how much faster Judah than Jubito. Jubito had half of the Jubi, right? He didn't have all of the Jubi. He had. We know that Kurama is actually stronger than all the Bijus because he was able to fight all of them. Jubi Madara had Kurama, 50% of Kurama, and all the other Bijus, and he had 2 Iningans. And also Jubi Madara had better control than the Jubi. Jubito couldn't even use Kamui because the Jubi didn't let himself teleport parts of himself to the Kamui dimension. Jubi Madara was able to use Kamui casually. Do you think that Jubi Madara is 2 times faster as a low ball than Jubito?
No. Because look,
how much do you think that Jubi Madara is faster?
How did you get Madara to being 2 times faster than Obito or Jubito?
I just explained. Do you want me to explain again?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jubito had the one second cell. Okay, so Jubito had not perfect Jubi because he didn't have Kurama or the A cells, right? Jubi Madara had the A cells and Kurama and all the other Bijus. Do you know that Kurama should be stronger than all of them? Because he was able to fight them all at once.
Wait, where did you get that Jubito only had half?
Because Kurama should be stronger than all of them. Kurama is more than half of the Bijus.
But I thought that Jubito had absorbed all of the power completely.
No, he didn't. He didn't absorb Kurama. Or the A cells. I don't know if he absorbed the A cells or not, but he didn't absorb Kurama. That's 100%. And Kurama is actually more than.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I remember now. And then. Yeah. So from there, what were you saying?
Okay, so I'm saying that Jubi Madara had the stronger Jubi.
Mm-hmm.
And he had 2 Renegans. Jubito had only 1.
Mm-hmm.
And he had better control over the Jubi chakra because Jubito couldn't control the Jubi chakra, and he also couldn't use Kamui while Jubi Madara could use it. So Jubi Madara had 2 Renegans, a stronger Jubi, and a better control over the Jubi chakra. And he had Kurama, and Kurama should scale to all the other Bijus. So why you don't think that Jubi Madara should be 2 times faster?
Because it's never been proven that having a Jinchurichi or having more chakra will actually increase speed.
It does, but having more chakra does increase speed.
Okay, so then why doesn't Genin Naruto faster than everyone?
Because Genin Naruto didn't have good chakra control.
No, it's not about chakra control either. It's about having the capacity or the abilities to actually use the chakra to be faster. Because there's plenty of other tail beast users or Jinchurichi that don't actually have anything to do with speed at all. Look at Gaara. He's like the slowest kid on the planet.
Why does Killer Bee why when Killer Bee goes to his 8 cell chakra mode he's much faster than he was when he was in the base form?
because that's his part of his abilities. He has Lariat, which can actually boost his speed. Again, if you're a character that has abilities that boost your speed, then you can use the chakra to help you use abilities that boost your speed. Name
Why
one
does
ability that
Hashirama?
Naruto
Okay.
has. No. Answer the question. Or name one ability that Naruto has that boosts his speed.
KCM.
Yeah, I guess that does. But at the same time, like KCM boosts his base stats. It doesn't necessarily boost his speed to the
It
point
does
in the
boost
same
all of
way
his
that
stats actually.
Lightning Chakra Mode does, or Lariat, like is an actual attack that makes you move faster. And then even when the Raikage used all of his speeds, boosting abilities together, that's when he was able to achieve like much faster speeds. But Naruto hasn't
Okay,
demonstrated
why? Okay, more if you can control your chakra and you have a lot of chakra, you can amp all your stats.
Yeah, so like this is what I'm saying is like if you don't have the capacity to control your chakra, focus it into an ability or some sort of thing. Like even in the KCM mode, why doesn't Naruto use it consistently or all the time? Because you see him use it against the Raikage, and then soon after he gets blitzed by all these other people and chooses not to use it. It's because even though
Okay,
he has the
why does
chakra there, he
Judara
doesn't have the capacity to actually boost himself to be fast enough to keep up with certain people.
why does Judara doesn't why do you think Judara doesn't have the capacity to do that?
Because he doesn't, and he just gets clapped like he did with Nagato Pain when he was revived.
Judara.
I know, but I'm just giving examples of other times when he had KCM mode, right? And then he tried to fight
That
Pain
would
when he
just mean
was.
that Nagato is faster, basically. It wouldn't mean like that's how
Yeah,
scaling
but
works.
Pain lost to Naruto before, and he was not faster, and he lost to a non-Sage mode Naruto.
No, he lost to Sextail Clock now, so that's what he lost.
No, he
And
lost
and
to a non-Sage
and
mode
that pain
Naruto. The
and that
very
pain and
last.
that pain. Okay, one second. And that pain was fatigued after destroying the whole Konoha and after making Chibaku Tensei. So
Yes, but the
Nagato was
point is
fighting.
that 10
Nagato was
second
fighting
delay.
Ikemon now, so he's stronger. That's what I'm saying. Because he wasn't fatigued or anything.
Yeah, but look, the 10-second delay that that I forgot which path that is, the one that can do Chibaka Tensei had was breached by Naruto simply making a clone and throwing himself at that path of pain.
No, listen. What I'm saying is, Pain at that time was fatigued. It's not like Nagato when he was fighting Ikemon Naruto. So saying that Pain is like weak because he fought like stage mode Naruto at that time, when he was actually fatigued, Pain was actually stronger than Naruto at that time. He was just fatigued. Okay, so if you don't
Yeah,
like
but that
2
doesn't
times, what do you
explain what
think
I
about
said.
1.5
Like,
times?
no, but then you look at it when he was revived, Pain that is, and then when Pain
Yeah.
was revived and not fatigued, he absolutely clapped the shit out of Naruto, even with KCM mode.
Yeah, so that only that Nagato was faster and stronger than KCM1 Naruto. That's it.
Yet the same Pain was defeated by a non-Sage mode.
No, that's okay. That's not the
What I'm
same
saying
Pain. You
is that
just said
even
he
though you
wasn't
have
fatigued, bro. Come.
it does because it just shows that KCM1 Naruto wasn't faster than um, Itachi. It wasn't faster than because they were fighting. Itachi was fighting Naruto at one point until eventually Itachi managed to break out of the revive jutsu, and then that's when Itachi turns on Pain, burns him, and then
That will
Pain.
that will mean that will mean that Itachi and Nagato are relative to KCM1 Naruto. That's
No,
it.
no, but this is what I'm saying, right? You're saying that with the power of the Jinchurichi, right? With the power of the QB, you add the power of the QB, who got absolutely clapped by a revived Pain, as well as the Killer Bee, also got clapped, and they were both fighting him, and
That will
he
mean
was
that
going to
Nagato and
beat them
Itachi are
with he
stronger
was
and
going to
faster.
Chibaku Tensei the shit out of them and kill them both.
Yeah,
But
that will mean that Nagato is strong.
no, but
Nagato
what
is
I'm
actually
saying
strong.
is that even with all the chakra they had, both of them were just absolutely useless in that situation. What makes you think that the chakra that they possess would boost Madara to being 2 times the amount of Jubito? That just sounds ridiculous to me. When
Because
they couldn't
Madara
even
has
beat
like.
Pain, and Pain is nowhere near as strong as this form of Madara.
Okay, so right now, like you comparing like a weaker
No,
form
I'm
of
comparing
Naruto.
the exact same QB and the exact same eight
It's not the same.
tails
It's not the same.
to being like if you added their chakra and their power in from Jubito into Madara, and you're claiming that it's a 2 times power boost when
It's not the
really
same. It's not the same.
no, it's not
KCM1. Okay,
because
let me explain. Let me explain. All right. KCM1 Naruto at that time, like I said, he literally just turned KCM1. He still doesn't have that much control over it. When he turned KCM2, that's when he should be able to control his chakra right. And the thing about Nagato, that will just mean that Nagato is actually stronger than them and faster than them. That's it. And Nagato and Raikage, all of them mid compared to the Tail Beast chakra. I mean, anyone in the Akatsuki should be able to fight Tail Beast. They should be able to actually fight the Tail Beast. They should scale up the Tail Beast. And Nagato, the leader of the Akatsuki, should be that strong. That's what I'm saying.
so you think that he goes from 62 or so 68 or something like that is I think what you said,
68.
all the way to 140.
Yeah, 1.4 faster, 1.4 times faster. Like if you're lower to
Using
1.
chakra beyond him anyways, which is using
Check it out.
the ten tails.
No, Jubi Madara, listen. Jubi didn't only have a stronger Tentail. He had a stronger Tentail, better control over the Jubi, and 2 Renegans. Jubito had only 1 Renegan, weaker Tentail, and not. He didn't have a good control over the Jubi at all.
Yeah.
So.
But you that was what you're trying to scale, right? Which is that he would be somewhere around the 130, 140.
1.1. Let me just see right here. 1.3 times faster than like that.
Yeah, that's what I said. But again, like adding just the QB alone doesn't mean
like I said again.
Like
he didn't only add the QB. He had the QB, 2 running guns, better control over the QB. If you want to say 1.5, it's good. Like just don't tell me that Jubito is the same as Judala, because that's ridiculous.